Goma is the capital of North Kivu province in the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo. It is located on the northern shore of Lake Kivu, next to the Rwandan city of Jazeni. The lake and the two cities are in the Albertine Rift, the western branch of the East African Rift system. Goma lies only 13 to 18 kilometers south of the active Nyiragongo volcano. The recent history of Goma has been dominated by the volcano and the Rwandan genocide of 1994, which in turn fueled the First and Second Congo Wars. The aftermath of these events was still having effects on the city and its surroundings in 2010. The city was captured by rebels of the March 23 movement during the M23 rebellion in late 2012, but has since been retaken by government forces. The Rwandan genocide of 1994 was perpetrated by the Provisional Rwandan government on the Tutsi population and Hutu moderates. In response, the Rwandan Patriotic Front, formed by Tutsi refugees in Uganda, which already controlled large areas of northern Rwanda following its 1990 invasion and the ongoing civil war, overthrew the Hutu government in Kigali and forced it out. One of the many UN missions attempted to provide a safe zone in the volatile situation and provided safe passage for the refugees. From the 13th of June to the 14th of July 1994, 10,000 to 12,000 refugees per day crossed the border to Goma. The massive influx created a severe humanitarian crisis, as there was an acute lack of shelter, food and water. However, the Zairian government took it upon itself to garner attention for the situation. Shortly after the arrival of nearly 1 million refugees, a deadly cholera outbreak claimed thousands of lives in the Hutu refugee camps around Goma. RPF-aligned forces, mainly actors in the conflict, crossed the border and in acts of revenge also claimed several lives. Hutu militias and members of the Hutu provisional government were among the refugees, and they set up operations from the camps around Goma, attacking ethnic Tutsis in the Kivus and Rwandan government forces at the border. For political reasons, the Kinshasa government of the then Zaire led by Joseph Mobutu did not prevent the attacks, and so the Rwandan government and its Ugandan allies threw their support behind the Alliance of Democratic Forces for the Liberation of Zaire, a rebel movement led by Laurent Kabila against Mobutu. Rwandan forces stormed the camps at Goma, resulting in thousands of additional deaths, and with their help and that of Uganda, Kabila went on to overthrow Mobutu's regime in the First Congo War, which ended in 1997. Within a year, Kabila had quarreled with his former allies, and in 1998 the Rwandan government backed a Goma-based rebel movement against Kabila. The Congolese Rally for Democracy, made of Banyamulenge people related to the Tutsis. They captured Bukavu and other towns, and the Second Congo War began. The Goma refugee camps, in which the Hutu had created a militia called the FDLR, were again attacked by Rwandan government forces and the RCD. The Second Congo War was unprecedented in Africa for the loss of civilian life in massacres and atrocities. By 2003, the Banyamulenge had become tired of the war and friction emerged between them and Rwanda. In 2002 and 2003, a fragile negotiated peace emerged between the many sides involved in the war. There have been numerous outbreaks of violence since 2003. The Hutu FDLR remains in the forests and mountains north and west of Goma, carrying out attacks on the Rwandan border and on the Banyamulenge. The Congolese defense forces are unable or unwilling to stop them, and as a consequence Rwanda continues to support Banyamulenge rebels such as the RCD and General Nakunda, and to carry out incursions into North Kivu in pursuit of the FDLR. In September 2007, large-scale fighting threatened to break out again as the 8,000-strong militia of General Nakunda, based around Rushuru, broke away from integration with the Congolese army and began attacking them in the town of Masisi, northwest of Goma. MONUC began airlifting Congolese troops into Goma and transferring them by helicopter from Goma International Airport to Masisi. On October 27, 2008, the Battle of Goma broke out in the city between the Congolese army, supported by MONUC, and Nakunda's CNDP rebels. 200,000 refugees fled the town. On the 3rd of November 2012, there was a clash between Congolese and Rwandan troops on the border just north of Goma. Goma was later seized by the M23 movement on November 20, 2012. Tens of thousands of civilians fled the area. In August 2019, Health Minister Diane Gashumba of Rwanda stated that students will stop going to school in Goma, a city in the Democratic Republic of Congo that is close to border over Ebola fears. The Italian ambassador to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Luca Attanasio, 43, was killed in an apparent kidnapping attempt near Virunga National Park. He was part of the UN's World Food Programme. 2 others were also killed. A pastor infected during the 2018-202